Sunny Hostin and George Clooney, two names you'd never expect to see in the same sentence, yet here we are. The drama in Hollywood has reached new heights as reports reveal that Sunny Hostin and Clooney are at odds, with the actor reportedly trying to salvage his crumbling reputation in what seems like a desperate attempt to regain his A-list status. Heated arguments, ultimatums, and even Walt Disney executives are getting involved. Why is Hostin so furious? Why is Clooney turning to the View of all places? And is this the end of Clooney's star power? Stick around, because this is one wild ride. Let's break it down. As we approach the end of 2024, George Clooney is finding himself caught in a storm of controversy, and his once glowing public image is rapidly slipping. It's hard to ignore the shift in Hollywood. Clooney, a Hollywood darling for years, is now on the outs with many former allies, and to make matters worse, Sunny Hostin from The View is right at the center of this latest chapter. The unexpected drama began when Clooney's team approached BC executives to set up a public appearance on The View as part of an effort to repair his damaged reputation. However, this plan hit a snag, all thanks to Hostin's vehement opposition. Sunny Hostin, often seen as one of The View's more controversial hosts, has made a name for herself through her bold opinions and fiery debates. Some would even argue that she's become more polarizing than her fellow hosts like Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg. But her conflict with Clooney takes things to a whole new level. Clooney's desperation to fix his image led him to The View, where he hoped to address recent political controversies and attempt to smooth over the backlash. However, Hostin made it clear that she wasn't having it. Sources claim Hostin not only opposed Clooney's appearance on the show, but also took matters into her own hands, issuing an ultimatum to BC executives if Clooney was allowed to appear, she wouldn't. The conflict grew so heated that Behar even sided with Hostin, deciding to skip the episode in solidarity. The reasoning behind their objections was simple. They believed that bringing Clooney onto the show wouldn't boost ratings but would instead backfire, coming across as inauthentic to their audience. Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of the team seemed ready to move forward with the plan, believing that Clooney's appearance would create enough of a media buzz to generate headlines. This divide within The View is just another indication of how deep Clooney's fall from grace truly is. Hostin's pushback reflects how even his old allies are starting to distance themselves. It's clear that Clooney's reputation is not only struggling in the public eye, but also within the industry as more people begin to turn against him. This situation also highlights the complexities surrounding The View and its own rating struggles. With the show already facing a drop in viewership, the internal conflict over Clooney's potential appearance only adds fuel to the fire. As BC executives sought to secure Clooney's spot to give him a platform for his side of the story, Hostin's protest became louder and more intense. Her opposition grew so strong that it raised eyebrows within the network, with Hostin even reportedly lobbying Disney higher-ups to prevent Clooney from appearing. As tensions escalated, Hostin remained firm in her stance. For her, this wasn't just a matter of ratings, it was about protecting the integrity of The View. Hostin believes that a Clooney appearance could do more harm than good, risking further alienation from viewers who might see this as a desperate and tone-deaf move. For Hostin, who has had her own career setbacks in recent years, this was a battle worth fighting. Hostin's determination to resist Clooney is made even more interesting when considering her personal history. Over the years, Hostin's career has faced significant challenges, from being cut out of major Hollywood roles to watching her popularity wane. For instance, Hostin was once set to appear in several rom-com films, but those opportunities were pulled as her star faded. As her opportunities in Hollywood have dwindled, Hostin has become more reliant on The View as her platform. Her position on the show has become crucial to her career, and it seems she's willing to go to great lengths to protect it. On the flip side, George Clooney is fighting tooth and nail to salvage his public persona. His team sees appearances like the one on The View as vital for restoring his credibility with the public. However, despite the best efforts of his PR team, many are skeptical of these attempts, seeing them as shallow gestures rather than genuine attempts at redemption. Critics argue that Clooney's efforts, such as trying to win back public trust with an appearance on a daytime talk show, come across as desperate and unlikely to succeed. Interestingly, even Whoopi Goldberg, who is still on board for the Clooney episode, has expressed her doubts about him. Goldberg, despite agreeing to interview him on the show, has raised concerns about the sincerity of Clooney's efforts. However, she also sees the potential for the publicity the episode could generate, which could be just the kind of media frenzy that The View needs. As tensions grow within the show, Hostin remains steadfast, putting herself at odds with Clooney and BC. But what makes this situation all the more dramatic is Hostin's sudden shift in stance. According to reports, Hostin was once a supporter of Clooney, but now she's become one of his harshest critics. Her about-face has caught many by surprise, adding fuel to the fire. Hostin has even reportedly blamed Clooney for certain political outcomes in 2024, further escalating the rift between them. For Clooney, this betrayal by Hostin adds an extra layer of complication. He's aware of her sudden shift in loyalty, and it seems to have only deepened the tension between them. As Clooney continues to grapple with his public image, this conflict with Hostin serves as a poignant reminder of just how far his reputation has fallen. The fact that Hostin, a prominent figure in the media world, is now distancing herself from Clooney speaks volumes about his current standing in Hollywood. Both Clooney and Hostin are caught in a high-stakes battle, trying to regain their relevance and protect their careers. Clooney's struggle to reclaim his A-list status and Hostin's attempt to preserve her career on The View have created a volatile mix of drama, public disputes, and media attention. Clooney's desperation for a public apology might seem like a long shot, but it's clear that he's not giving up without a fight. Meanwhile, Hostin's resistance to Clooney's appearance seems to be more than just a ratings issue. It's about maintaining her position and protecting her own professional future. The involvement of Disney CEO Bob Iger adds yet another layer to this already complicated saga. Iger is reportedly doing everything in his power to salvage Clooney's reputation, but the question remains, can it be saved? Some critics argue that Hollywood's continued failure to understand the changing dynamics of public opinion is its biggest misstep. The audience, now more discerning than ever, can see through these attempts to manipulate their perception, and many believe Clooney's campaign to regain his star power will ultimately fail. As we witness the battle unfold, one thing is clear: the entertainment world is changing, and so are the expectations of its audience. Clooney's attempts to regain his public favor may not be enough to turn the tide. His career, once the epitome of success, now faces an uphill battle, and the support he once enjoyed is quickly evaporating. As for Hostin, her opposition to Clooney's appearance may appear as a dramatic plot twist, but it's a reflection of the chaos and disarray that's become all too familiar within the entertainment industry. The lines between public personas and personal motives are increasingly blurred, and this conflict between Hostin and Clooney is just the latest example of the shifting dynamics within Hollywood. So what do you think about all of this? Can Clooney recover from this mess, or is his career truly over? And how do you feel about Hostin's role in all of this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood's latest drama, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Movie Saga for more updates on the latest controversies, and click the bell icon so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.